guys in IGL, start directing traffic if you're Jukies. This is where this team needs to put the gunny to the wall and show up in the numbers. We'll see if they can do it and put some more on the board. Toomey will take out number 6. Everybody getting a little bit of action as Jukies and Kruger will combine on 2. That is, of course, our Israeli team jumping in for SFS, who crept into the top 14 at the very far end of the tournament.
Yeah, I believe that was Shido and Frosty that do go down of that squad. But for depth here, for Opic, really haven't been able to get much going. Of course, winning your ones is important, and that's a very important one to win, but you gotta be careful. Where everyone's kind of in a solo spot waiting for their teammates to come back in, so not needing to get super aggressive. Depth is just going to go ahead and say, hey, let's just try to challenge Crims. My teammates came in, I can sacrifice it, and well, it's able to win it. At least now electrified Funeral back in the game and gonna look to try to find some type of recovery.
Taking eyes just over on the mini-map. You have members of Juki's team falling awkwardly back towards harbor side. Zam on your screen. Jawar picking up 1. Jawar was the standout at the end of game number 4. Excuse me, game 6. I can't remember what it was. It felt like an hour ago already. Picked up a huge 2-piece to help out for Evos' victory in the end. Zone 2, still about 80 seconds to go. Oh, Jaward for 2 on Toomey and Proxy. Hell yeah. All right.
You know, this here is our game number 2 winners, as you'd mentioned, and for this squad, I think they're... Where are we currently sitting at? Currently sitting at 10th. So really 58 eliminations, not really picking up a lot. Maybe the sniper in hand might be able to get up a couple of picks, but it's really hard when you have teams like full squads just getting set up to just come in and attack you, especially for these top teams that are just looking to pick up as many points as possible and still continuing to do so. At the chemical engineering side, Crims takes down yet another one, and he has 7 eliminations to his name. Juki's has 3. They both, of course, have their loadouts, and, well, still, much aggressive game from them, and of course, Juki's has about 10,000 to work with, so they're just going to continue to buy UAVs, get information, and continue on stacking up that utility. But thank goodness, okay, Hamoud and co, they are still alive, just kind of playing the patient game here, waiting, of course, for their third to come back in.
It could just be our angle, our view of these games, but there haven't been any times where we've switched over, especially mid-game to late game, where we've seen a lot of actively called UAV into advanced UAV. Granted, we have a very different look on the minimap, so there's no way to really tell. But just been a lot of just straight up gunfights today, and when there has been a hit to the shop, it has been, or buy station, excuse me, it has been rarely getting a teammate back. At times, impressive when Hamoud was the one being called back in. Juki's tried to make a play through the zone. We saw that earlier. But it's been just team fight v team fight. Krieg in hand. Still maintaining the top. Controlling above prison. Everybody's slowing down.
See, the scary thing about prison is, like, there's so many ways that, like, teams can come from, and I think for Zam, even though you're up top, you're kind of exposed. Like, you have to worry about people coming up from the zips on the side, you have to worry about the stairs, and I think on the opposite side, like, they can probably hear Evos underneath them. But then you see squad number 6, Proxos, Hemo, Daisies, they pushed them on top of prison. So Bob goes down. Robstar still, of course, on the bottom, just not necessarily getting too overly aggressive, just maybe waiting to get some of these picks. There's still 11 teams left, everybody. So with the resurgence play in hand, and of course Robstar and co working